We've got a case manager that's coming out on a post-hospitalization EBU visit. They're coming from a consumer that's had a recent fall and burn. And to set up who everybody is, we've got Grandma, and she is Grandma Sharon. Grandma Sharon is 80 years old. She lives in the city. We've got a lot of her family here with her. We've got Roberta, who is her daughter-in-law, Dale, who is her 63-year-old son.
Interesting age you picked.
It wasn't my control. Okay, so then we have Donna, who's her daughter, and her oldest daughter, 65. And then we have Donna's daughter, Robin, who is the paid non-agency provider.
Ah, very good.
So they're all waiting here for the case manager to come in for the visit.
Come on in. Who was that?
Oh, hush now.
I heard the doorbell. Who was knocking? Who was it?
How are you today? I'm Michelle Hammond.
Hi, Donna.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. This
I'm
is
the
my
case
mother.
manager with
This is
Care
my daughter.
Stone.
She's the paid provider.
Hi.
How
Who
are
is
you?
it? How are you doing?
Honey, it's okay. Just be quiet.
Who is it?
I'm Sharon's daughter-in-law.
Nice to meet you. Well, I'm the case manager with Care Stone. I'm relatively new. This is
Case
a transfer
manager.
case.
Yes. Just
So
be
is it
quiet.
Donna? I'll be talking
Yeah,
to
you can talk to
primarily.
me.
Okay.
You can talk to me. She's here just to listen.
Okay. The reason that I came out is because when someone has an injury on our program, we typically come out for a
Right,
visit
we're
to make sure
familiar
they're
with the
okay.
waiver. We've been on
Okay.
it for quite some time. My daughter's a paid caregiver.
Okay, hi, how are
This
you?
is
Hi.
Robin.
Okay.
And she is just getting to the point where she needs more hours.
Okay.
Because
Like 9
she,
hours, like she's up every 2 hours going to the bathroom.
What's
right,
hours?
no,
No,
honey, I
more
told you,
hours.
just be quiet.
Okay,
Okay.
hang on. Now, you're the paid provider?
I am.
She is.
And you're the granddaughter?
I am the granddaughter, yes,
Okay.
and you know, she tells me to sign her notes for her because, you know, her provider notes.
And this has been working out very well for us.
Okay, is
Yeah.
that working out okay for you? Is that working out okay for you?
don't have-
Who is yelling at me?
Is that working out okay for you?
Why is she yelling at me?
Well, just say yes, it is.
She
You
needs
can't.
to be in a
I
nursing home.
don't think it is. She needs a nursing home.
Yeah, more care.
No.
Nurses.
Actually,
There's nothing wrong with me. What's the
here's
problem?
what we need to do.
But I'm willing to
You-
live with
if
her,
I could
if
just-
they pay me.
If I
We're
could-
going to take
just
care of
one
her.
moment.
I am
If you could just let
the
me get an
spokesperson
understanding. I
because
know you're
I'm the oldest
spokesperson,
daughter.
But if I could just
And
get
they're
an
coming in wanting
Ma'am.
to take her house.
I need you to.
Nobody's gonna
finish
take my
talking.
house.
I know, I'm with her. I'm not gonna let them. I'm not gonna let
I'm
them.
not gonna have
No,
Okay,
no,
let me
no,
get
I'm not
another
gonna let
This
them.
home is really
If I can
nice.
just get an
Son-in-law
understanding of the
showed you the
situation.
pictures.
Excuse me, sir, if I could just get an understanding of the situation.
Where's my medicine?
She fell down and
Be quiet now.
burned her arm on the stove.
She burned her arm.
And part of the concern is her
That's
vision
why we
right
need
now.
more hours so that my daughter can prepare the meals
Yes,
because this is unsafe.
because she's not safe, she's falling all over the place. I mean, and I have to be here just in case.
Now, honey, when did this happen to you?
What happened?
You
See-
burned your arm on the stove.
It's just a little burn. I'm okay. I don't need anybody to help
No,
me.
she,
I'm okay.
actually, we, remember, I told you,
I
we
can
need
talk for
Robin, more
myself.
time for Robin to be here and she will be just fine.
Okay, now you all are
Yes.
here today because you want her to go to a nursing home, is that
No,
correct?
no, we don't.
We think that's where she'll be safe.
Ooh, I'm not going to a nursing home.
Where do you want to go?
Why do I have to go anywhere? What's
Because
the
you can't
problem?
see, but you're gonna just be right here
I
with
can see
Robin.
just
You're gonna
fine.
get more
It was
hours.
An accident.
Okay, part of
You know, as
our-
soon as they
part-
pay me, I'll be here all the time.
Okay, we'll talk about payment in a moment, but part of the reason for being here is to help keep you safe in your home, okay? Because you had the burn, it's my job to come out here to see what we can do to assist you to prevent that from happening again.
She gonna take care of my
Yes,
grandbaby?
yes, she is.
Yes.
We'll get
Well,
another
let me
case
ask you,
manager.
being that
Okay.
you're the provider, do you have the timesheets that you normally have for working with her?
Yes,
Can I see
they're right
those?
here.
Okay. Okay, now according to your schedule, Miss Sharon,
Why is she yelling at me?
according to your schedule.
I guess because you can't see.
Your granddaughter would have been here. Your granddaughter would have been here in the evening when you fell and got burned. Were you here that day?
Oh, I think I was running an errand for her. I'm sure I was at the store doing something.
Okay, but consistently your schedule, she's usually here. She's got enough hours, it looks like. You've got enough hours.
Well, now, if she had enough hours, we wouldn't have a burn, now would we?
But part of the issue,
Very good. Yay! Oh, the realism of role play. Wonderful, Michelle. Contributions from you about it's not criticism. We're not looking to, we know this is pretend, even though it's a focus on reality. What we're trying to think is for your case managers, what are some of the things that you would want them to realize from this?
To include the consumer in the conversation. Don't talk over the consumer.
Always, our primary focus is the consumer, especially someone who's competent. She was competent enough to make comments about where they're going to send me. I don't want to go to nursing home. She had responses that showed some capacity, right?
Try to maintain some sense of order in the situation.
Because if you don't take control, you will lose control. Sometimes that means Mrs. McGillicuddy, I don't know why you always use McGillicuddy, but I know Miss McGillicuddy. From the worker's standpoint, we may need to make another appointment with less people around. What's the problem suspicion we have here?
They want more hours. Well, that the care's not being provided. Yeah. That's being billed for.
Money's coming in here from something, right? Where's it going? How do we confirm that? That's another old story. How do we confirm that?
Well, she asked for the paperwork. That's a start.
That was the beginning, right? Follow-up visits. You get the idea. Had she been in a wheelchair, I think we're talking to people with,
Blindness.
Yeah.
oh, you were doing
She was
sight impairment.
Yeah, you can tell.
Okay. I thought you were ad-libbing.
Well, no, which is why I purposely touched her leg, because that's inappropriate.
Of course.
Someone with visual impairment.
Now that I know what it was, it makes all that sense to me. I was sitting trying to make sure that they were talking into the microphone. A sense of humor in many people who have sight impairment is still valued. Who's doing the hearing impairment? You guys know how important with people, and we're not stereotyping, a good sense of humor, a good joke teller, somebody who can laugh is a real valued person when someone is hearing impaired. Very desired. And of course, touching people who are sight impaired is absolutely necessary to get their attention. The loud voice was?
Inappropriate. It wasn't needed. I mean,
Sometimes you got to get attention of not the person you're talking to, but the people who won't shut the hell up. I like to use clinical language when we're... Sometimes you just have to do things that aren't so subtle. Sometimes you have to do things that are just very direct. Give me a yay. Yay!